guys! Today I'll be doing a look inspired by the Victoria's Secret fashion show of 2014. Now I haven't even watched it yet, it hasn't even aired. You guys will probably already have watched it when you see this video. But I've seen a couple pictures here and there, like on their VS fashion show hashtag on Instagram, but really not that many pictures have been posted of the makeup. It's mostly just been like faraway shots with their bikinis and stuff, which they'll look awesome in, by the way. From what I saw of the pictures, it seems like they did a taupey, really sparkly eye this year with very light pink blush, lots of bronzer as always, and instead of a sparkly lip, looks like they did more like of a nude, natural, really glossy type of lip. So I absolutely loved the whole entire look, so I wanted to recreate it for you guys today from what I saw in the pictures. Hopefully after watching the actual show I kind of got it a little bit at least. This is definitely very Victoria's Secret inspired though. Lots of sparkly white in the inner corners, lots of bronze skin, glossy lips, big hair. So this is definitely a very fun look to do if you guys want to be a Victoria's Secret model for a day. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching as always. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Alright, so we're going to start out moisturizing our skin. This is the Benefit Total Moisture Facial Cream. Looks like this. This is a really nice and hydrating moisturizer that I like to use before applying foundation. Definitely think this is an essential, much needed step. Don't forget to do this, guys, even if you have oily skin, because it'll just help the foundation to go on much more smoothly. Next we're going to go in with a primer. This is the Porefessional from Benefit, my absolute favorite primer ever for the face. And you apply this right before the foundation. Rub this in. You could do it all over your face like I'm doing, or you could just put it where you have the largest pores, and this is basically going to level out your skin and fill in any of the holes or gaps, wrinkles, all that good stuff. Next up, we're going to be using a pretty heavy duty foundation today. This is a full coverage. It's Makeup Forever HD foundation. I have mine in number 118. So we're going to be using to apply this, one of my favorite brushes ever. It is the Makeup Geek Face Buffer brush. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this foundation onto the brush and start working it into my skin. And I usually like to start at the jawline and work my way upwards. I just finished filling in my eyebrows, guys. I used the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Sculptor eyebrow pencil. One side is a wax, the other side is the pencil. I don't use the wax side, I just use the pencil side, and I just lightly fill them in, as you guys can see that I'm doing here. And then I use the little brush at the end on the cap to blend everything out, like especially into the inner corner of the eyebrow. And that's it. I really like this pencil. It's pretty affordable and it gets the job done. So next we're going to go ahead and prime the lids. This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I don't think they sell them in this little bottle anymore. I think it's in the squirty tubes. So this is like an old school one, but it still works. Just haven't used it all up yet to get another new one. But I really like this. It's just the original. And you just blend it in with your fingers, and this will help the eyeshadows to stay on longer and blend better together. Today we'll be using eyeshadows that are all from this palette. This is a new one I just got, and it's the Stila in the Garden eyeshadow palette. So as you can see, there's a lot of silvery taupe shades here, a brighter one for the inner corner, even a brown. And I'm going to start by applying just an all-over base color to the lid, which is going to be Chinoise. It's the lightest color in the palette. I'm using a big brush for this. This is called the Sedona Lace EB09. And go ahead and just work that on the entire lid. We're not going up to the eyebrow, just keep this on the lid. Oh, this is really pigmented. Okay, so there we go, we got a nice all over light base. Now what we're gonna do is work on the outer corners. I'm gonna take this super big fluffy brush. This is the Sedona Lace EB13, the lightest silver shade that's in the palette. We're gonna work this from the outer corner inwards. Probably about half of the lid is gonna be covered in this. Then with a smaller blending brush, this is the Sedona Lace EB15, we're going to be picking up this darker shade called Bark. We're going to work this in the outer corner in a V shape. I'm going to go back through, this is actually a BH Cosmetics brush, just to blend the edges. Just get whatever clean blending brush that you have for this. Next I'm going to use a dark brown eyeliner pencil. This is by Tarte in Bronze. We're going to apply this right to the lash line, the upper lash line. I'm going to go in with a black gel liner now. This is by L'Oreal. It is their infallible gel lacquer liner. Looks like that. I'm going to apply this as close as I can to the lash line. I'm just going over once more with this in bronze. So basically you're getting a mixture of brown and black for the eyeliner. For the under eye concealer, I'll be using Maybelline's Fit Me. I'm just gonna put it here, under the eyes in like a downward triangle shape. I'm also gonna put it down the nose and on the forehead. I'm going to use my foundation brush to blend it out. I'm going to set the under eyes with this translucent powder from e.l.f. It's a mattifying powder, and I'll be using my Sedona Lace FB05 brush for this. I'm going to apply this right underneath. Before we get into the bronzer, I do want to work on the lower lash line. And by the way guys, I have lash extensions, so I won't be putting any mascara on my lashes, but you can go ahead and do that now if you want to. I'm going to use just a BH Cosmetics brush, just a flat shader brush, and I'm going to pick up Bark, which was the darkest silvery shade that we used, and we'll be applying this to the lower lash line on the outer corner. Bring it in. Then I'll be taking Moss, which we have not used yet. It's like a dark shimmery brown, and we're going to put it right over top. And this just helps to make the eyes look wider, more awake. I'm just going to connect it with the eyeliner, bring it up. Going back in with bronze, I'm going to line the waterline. And we'll be using a little bit of Rimmel Lash Accelerator Mascara on these lower lashes. I'm going to be using Vanilla Bean from Makeup Geek, and this is going to help make your eyes pop just like the Victoria's Secret models. I'm going over it with Shimma Shimma from Makeup Geek, just for a little more shimmer. I'm gonna be bronzing out the entire face. So what we're gonna be using is the VS Makeup Glitterati Baked Bronzer. I absolutely love this. I think this stuff is awesome. And hey, this is a Victoria's Secret makeup look. Gotta use a little bit of Victoria's Secret. My favorite brush to apply all over bronzer is the Real Techniques. I think this is a blush brush, but it works really well for bronzer. So we're gonna start right in the hollows of the cheeks. I'm bringing it down along my jawline, my nose. This is like the funnest part of the whole entire look, is just using like a ton of bronzer. For a little bit of contour, I'm gonna be using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. It's just a little darker and completely matte. And this is just a e.l.f. mineral powder brush. And we're gonna take this at an angle upwards. I'm gonna bring it down the nose as well. For blush, we're gonna go ahead with a light pink. This is by Cargo. It is in Bali. I'm gonna use a BH Cosmetics brush to apply this. Right on top of those cheekbones. Of course, with Victoria's Secret models, they always wear a lot of shimmer on their face as well as their eyes. This is the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick. I'll run my brush all through it and apply it right to the very tips of the cheekbones. And a little down the nose as well. Cupid's bow too. I'm just gonna smooth out the face now, blend everything together with my Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation. This brush right here from BH Cosmetics, just super, super fluffy. And I literally just dust this all over, and you can see the difference between this and this. This is much more blended, and it just helps to bring everything, meld everything together so it's not so like harsh lines, you know, like an obvious bronzer or blush line. There we go. Okay, so the last step is lips. We're gonna go for a nude and then put a gloss over top. I have these that I got from Birchbox recently. It's by Model Co. Party Proof Lipstick, ultra long lasting. This is the Neutrals collection. So I'm gonna go for this one. It's called Get Naked. It's the perfect name. And over top, I'm gonna be using from iGlam Cosmetics the shade Pinky. This is a lip gloss from actually the girl who did my lash extensions. I really love it. So this is what's gonna bring the pink back to the lips but still keep it matte. It'll just give a nice glossy look. See that? That's perfect. Alright guys, so for the hair, I'm actually going to be using a mixture. I'm going to be combining both of these curling irons for more volume. Some pieces of hair with this smaller one. This looks like a 1/2 inch. And then this is like 1 1/4 inch. And we'll be doing some pieces with this. So we're going to mix and combine. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward though and put a little bit of music in the background. So let's go ahead and get started. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.